Deirdre Brock was the SNP spokesperson last Thursday, and she launched into a blistering attack on the Conservatives, which normally I would have just picked up on and showcased here. But it was actually her final question that made my ears prick up. She wanted to know, because the government has appointed a minister for woke, if the leader of the House could define the word woke. I mean, why would you have a minister if you didn't have a definition for it? Needless to say, Penny Mordaunt couldn't define it, and she went on some really weird tangent after being speechless for about 30 seconds. It really points out how out of touch this government really is.
However much we dislike and distrust this Tory government, it's nothing compared to how much they utterly loathe each other. Those letters and emails and WhatsApp messages show that they spend their time attacking each other. No time to help people struggling with a Tory mortgage and rent bombshell, or to help people with rocketing energy bills. No time to reduce NHS waiting lists in England, now approaching 8 million, or cap that food inflation still running at over 10%. They're way too busy fighting like rats in a sack. Even its squalid, unlawful Rwanda scheme has fallen apart. But her government has a cunning plan to make everything come good, a new Minister for Common Sense, the Woke Finder General, to search out woke thinking and eliminate it. The job's in the safe hands of someone who is allowed to attend Cabinet but is prohibited from speaking in meetings. And for anyone who knows the new minister, any period of silence may be her first and overwhelming challenge. So, for some light relief in this very bleak week for her government, could the leader help many of her baffled colleagues and try to give us her definition of what woke is?
Leader.
I am sure, Mr. Speaker, would take a dim view if I refused to answer the Honourable Lady's question. If I just stood here in silence because I didn't fancy doing it or I objected strongly to the content and tone of it. He might ask, if I had done that, why I would have shown up this morning if I was not prepared to do my duty in this House. I think on all sorts of issues which many would perhaps describe as being woke, this government has a proud record because we recognise compassion and care for everyone in our society is very important. It's why we did the largest ever LGBT action plan, and from that wanted practical things that would make a difference to people's lives. Conservatism, to me, has always been about the practical impact that we have on people's lives, stepping up and taking responsibility, not just for ourselves, but for other people. And I think that the Honourable Lady who now sits around the Cabinet table, given her background, given her life experiences, will be very good in that role.
The government's also planning on pushing through some emergency legislation that could threaten your rights within the ECHR. And if you think it's going to help get the Rwanda flights off the ground, then you're going to be badly mistaken. And it could cost you dearly. To find out what it's all about, you need to watch the video that's on screen now. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, and I'll see you next time.